Now that we've configured our labels, we can move on to adding the dictionary for our module. As previously mentioned, this dictionary will serve to define our module, which means specifying its type, database table names, table contents, types of fields, and other details. To add our own dictionary, we will have to move to the dictionary manager in our workbench. So typing in dictionary, we can already see it suggested. Clicking on this will take us to the dictionary manager. In here, we are able to see all the different dictionaries that have already been defined. We can filter each one of these by their name, if we know it, by their scope, which can be global, which is represented by the globe, and is provided within SpiceCRM by default, and custom, represented by the people icon, and displays dictionaries that have been created by users. We can filter by status, which can be active, displayed by the green light bulb, created but not activated, displayed by the yellow light bulb, and inactive, displayed by the gray light bulb. And we can filter by the dictionary type, which can be module, label metadata, template, and relationship. What interests us is the custom scope, since what we will be creating is in fact a custom dictionary. Now that we have been introduced to the manager, let's add our dictionary. At the very bottom, we can find the plus button. Clicking on it will open up the Add Dictionary Definition modal, where we will again fill out the fields that are marked as required by the red asterisk. The name of our dictionary will be the same as our module name, but in the singular form. So, since we called our module TWE employee suggestions, this is going to be TWE employee suggestion, like so. The table name is the module name in the plural form and completely in lowercase. So it will look something like this. The scope needs to be custom, since we're creating a custom dictionary definition. The type in our case is module, and when we click on this option, we are taken to another modal in which we can pick which module we are connecting the dictionary to. Since we created the employee suggestion module, it should be at the very bottom. Let's click OK. The package and version fields are used to describe in which package and version the next new defined global component will come out in. This of course means that for our custom case, they do not matter, so we can skip them. The last required field we need to fill out is of course the content type field. There are various content types, but for our case, we are making a new module. We are going to choose the master data type. To make sure, transactional data is used when we make a dictionary for a many-to-many relationship. The logs are used for when we want to define in which table we want to save the logs, and configurations are used to set very specific configurations. In most cases, we use the master data type. Lastly, we can add a comment. After everything has been filled, we click Save and see that our new dictionary has been created, but not yet activated, indicated by this yellow light bulb. Our next step is to add columns to our database table. This of course can be done by clicking onto the newly created dictionary and navigating to the right side of the view. Under Items, we again have a plus button indicating something that we can add, and when it is clicked, another model pops up for us to fill out. Each module table has a standard set of columns that it must have in order to always have them, that it must have in order to always have them present and not write them all of the time, we have created a template that has them already saved. So clicking on the template field, this takes us to the new section accordingly. In this section, we can choose already predefined templates. So by, for example, searching for default, we get the default template, and clicking save, we can see all of the columns that have been added to our database table. So we have modified user ID created by ID, name, date entered, date modified, date index, description, deleted, and tags. Each of these columns are the most common columns each module should have. In order to create columns that are custom and not included in the default template, we have to, for each new column, click on the plus button and add a new one, but this time under the item section. This section contains a name field where the name of the column should be added, as well as the domain field, which define what type of field our column is in the database. So for example, we can say that we need a employee ID. We write that here, like so. And for the type, we specify that it's a GU ID, like so. Clicking save, we can see the column has been added, but not yet activated. We would need, in our example, another column for the status of our suggestion. But in this case, the specific drop-down domain we would want doesn't exist yet. We will cover creating a custom domain in the next video. For now, we can see that our columns have been saved to the database, but they are not yet active.